Ouch. Timestamp. It's January 24th, 2026, about 8 p.m. Walking the dogs. Yeah, if you stand in front of me, I can't walk. Weird. Took a nap a little while ago, got some stuff on eBay. 2-3 hour nap. Another shooting in Minneapolis. Facts are still coming out, but I saw some of the preliminary footage. So what I'm hearing, and I don't know if I'm right or not, because, it's still early. 51-year-old white male. Apparently he's a ICU nurse at the VA. He had a gun, and he also had a concealed permit, so he's allowed to have that. And I don't know, the video footage that I saw showed about 6 punks curb stomping the guy like he was being initiated into a gang. He's on the ground, and then there's at least one gunshot, if not 2, and the guy's not moving anymore. When you got 6 on 1, I figure probably most of these guys are 20s, 30s. You're curb stomping a guy. I'm not sure why you need to introduce gun to the situation. I feel like maybe just might be excessive, folks. This is ridiculous. I mean, not that it wasn't before. But the first one, you guys had some spin on that. 37-year-old lesbian, she's gonna rub her gayness on her 3 children and make them turn gay. She's evil, yada, yada, yada. This guy's somebody that could, outside appearances, be on your voter rolls. 51-year-old male, gun-carrying VA nurse. Good luck spinning that one. And I guess he was intervening because they were harassing a woman in some way. You gonna make him out to be a domestic terrorist? Is that how that works? Sounds like there was an act of nobility going on when you guys interrupted and beat him down and then shot him on the sidewalk. I don't know. Y'all don't seem real heroic here. And again, I've gotten some pushback on this regarding Ms. Good. I think the whole thing sucks. Don't kid yourself. My point was, whether distasteful or not, the first shot went through the windshield. From his perspective, because that's how the court's going to look at it. From his perspective, the vehicle might have been coming towards him. He can justify that first shot legally. Do I think he shouldn't have been in front of the vehicle? Well, yeah, stupid. Do I wonder why and how that gun got in his hand so quick? Yeah, I sure do. But from his standpoint, that first shot, he's going to say I was in fear for my life because that vehicle was coming towards me. And he's going to be okay on that one. Where it all falls apart is the second and third shot that went through the window on the side, because that vehicle's not coming towards you anymore. You're pretty much leaning inside her door to shoot her. Your argument kind of falls apart there. That first shot, if it was just the first shot, even though I would still not be happy with it legally, yeah, he'll be quote unquote within his rights. Do I agree with it? No, because I think the whole thing is they're there to instigate and to stir up violence. But from a court of law standpoint, the first one, if it had just ended there, yeah, they'd all pat him on the back and say, yeah, you did your job, you put yourself in harm's way and you had to defend yourself. The second and third shots are pretty, yeah. That's where your self-defense case kind of falls apart. Not a legal authority, but I've been around a while and I pay attention. This one, that was like a gangland murder, from what I could tell. Got 6 guys curb stomping him, and then you pull out a gun. What the hell are you doing? Tell me you're not the villain in this story. Say it again with a straight face, because I didn't believe you. You felt threatened enough by the 51-year-old man lying on the sidewalk that you had to introduce a gun. Okay. That's interesting. Watching a couple of the press conferences, and Governor Walz and some of his gang were asked, because the federal government was saying, we're here to help you get all the violent criminals off the street. And me, if I were the one behind the podium, my smart ass answer, because it was, what are you doing to get federal, criminals off the street? That's why they say they're here. My answer would be, well, we've asked the federal government several times to pull ICE out and they won't. We're trying to get the violent criminals off the street. But for some reason, they won't withdraw. I don't know if that would play well in the press. But I'm a little snarky. I had to burn some junk mail. Of course I did. Unbelievable. So, let me grab that shower now that Alex finally took a shower. Trying to make sure I accommodate him. He just got here, Trying to get him in the flow of things, but he's got a tendency to slow walk. And if he's stopping me because he's slow walking, we're going to have to re-examine things. I needed some rearranging out here to make it easier to get to certain areas in the alcove and near the workshop, so that's going to be useful. Got some boxes to go to the workshop. I'm going to be making some more of those. What you doing? Yeah? Yeah? You chirping at me? Are you chirping at me? You must be chirping at me. I'm the only guy here. Yeah, I'm going to try and walk around you now. Dude. Yeah, I hear you. You're making things very complicated, though. Yeah. Well, I'm almost out of cookies over here for the dog, so I'm going to get a replacement bag. I hear a monster at the gate. Okay. What do we got? Jerky. Jerky. You still have food? A little bit over there. You'll get a cookie here in a minute. Jinx is already in possession. Hi, Jinx. Uh-oh. I have 2 hounds at the gate, I think. Yep. Can you not stomp on him? For some reason, he doesn't like it. Seriously, kid, bite him in the ankle when he does that. Can't take you anywhere.